Too funny. Let's remember, share screen. That's funny. Maybe. All right. Almost time to begin. So excited. Whew. All right. One clock says 5. The other one doesn't quite yet. I'm going to give it till 5 o'clock. Awesome. All right. It is straight up 5 o'clock, and we are going to get this baby started. I'm going to ask you guys for some grace. I am still like a total rookie with webinars on air, but I am determined to learn how to use these things. I just think that makes it so simple for us to be able to connect with each other. We can be all around the country and in our living rooms or our offices or wherever, and we can continue to connect and help each other maximize everything that we have on our radars to get done in 2016. I don't know about you, but I feel this fantastic energy, and I'm really excited about what's on the radar for 2016. And, you know, the top 4 things that we need to take care of next to your relationship with God and oxygen, we need to take care of our health and our finances. And we're going to talk a lot about health together here in the next little bit. So thank you for making time to plug into this and to connect with me and maybe allow me into your head space and open up the possibility for achieving the results that you want once and for all for yourself. So again, I'm still a total rookie with webinars on air, but I'm going to screen share, and I hopefully I'm going to get this done correctly, and you'll be able to see my little presentation. So here we go. La-da! All right, no more resolutions, just results. Once and for all, we're going to help you achieve a lifestyle that you love. Welcome. This is all about you. Everything about what we're going to talk about is about helping you accomplish what's important to you. This isn't about me. This is about you figuring out what it is that is driving you crazy right now, what absolutely has to change, and helping you learn how you can begin to make those changes happen for real. So just a little bit about me. I'm a single mom. I am a former certified personal trainer, group fitness instructor. I'm a certified boot camp master trainer. I'm a triathlete. And I just am a sweaty girl, so I like to go and play, and I like anything that involves hand-eye coordination and challenging myself and asking the question, I wonder if I can do that. So I've helped thousands of real people lose thousands of unwanted pounds, improve their health and wellness, compete at a higher level than if that's their desire. And I have learned how to deal with stubborn metabolisms because I have one now. And I've helped people learn to live a lifestyle that they love. You're not going to be hanging on by your fingernails. You're going to be, you're going to prefer the way that we're going to help you live your life and the way that you're feeling. So again, it's all about you. This is about helping you get results that stick and stay. And that happens by helping you get to a whole new place. It's not that you're going to be perfect. It's not that you're going to, I call it going off the reservation. It's not that you're not going to ever go off the reservation. But when you do, you're going to prefer the way that you feel so much that you'll be like, I can't wait to get up tomorrow and get back on track. So this is for real people living real crazy busy lives. I was talking to a girl just a couple of days ago, and she said, Melanie, I feel really comfortable talking to you. She said, I've always been intimidated. You go into certain environments and it just feels really intimidating, and you feel like everybody's looking at you and judging you. And that's not what this is about. This is about you being where you are, embracing the body that you're in, celebrating the miracle that it is, and just giving it the right combination to produce a result that you're fired up about. So know that your body will do this. Your body will respond, and it will reward you. So we're going to help you learn to live a lifestyle that produces health and energy and great sleep. And we're going to help you manage and minimize your stress. And if it's on your radar to get into smaller jeans, that's totally going to happen. And we're going to help you hold on to and add that beautiful, shiny, sexy, fat burning muscle. Does any of this sound like you? You're running nonstop all day, every day. Are you exhausted? Do you have issues with sleep? Are you stressed out? Do things in your body ache? Do you have medical concerns like heart disease, diabetes, obesity, osteoporosis, irritable bowel, sensitive stomach, anything like that? Do you get sick a lot? Do you have respiratory issues? Do you have a runny nose? Are you crabby? Are you not in the best mood all the time? Are you addicted to things like sugars, carbs, salt, fats, processed foods? Do you find yourself in the drive-through a lot? Do you consume sodas? Are you a yo-yo dieter, meaning that you do really great and you lose a lot of weight, and then you reach that goal, the scale says what you wanted it to say, and next thing you know, you've gained back all the weight and then some. Do you feel like working out, or do you should on yourself about working out? I call it shoulding on yourself. You're like, oh, I should do this. I should do that. I want to help you stop shoulding on yourself. This is where I was. I had gone through some medical issues. I had walked away from my career. I bought this boot camp franchise, and I was working really hard to build that business. And part of the reason is I wanted to reclaim my health and wellness. And I figured if I was going through challenges that I I wasn't the only one, and I wanted to help other people like me reclaim their health or help people avoid running into any of the issues that I had, if that was at all possible. So working to build that business, single mom, I was exhausted working 24/7. I was suffering from migraines. I'd had a complete hysterectomy, complete thyroidectomy. I had a baby in my 40s. Things on my body hurt. I felt like my metabolism was going backwards. I couldn't lose weight to save my neck. I was working out 2 and 3 times a day, the equivalent of running about a half marathon a day. And I was lucky if I could get 2 pounds to come off in a month. And if I didn't hold my mouth right, one weekend I could gain back 3. I just thought, I had this fuzzy mommy brain. I thought, well, I'm middle-aged and I've heard that's what it's like. And I guess I just have to get used to this. I hadn't slept through the night in about 4 years. Does any of that ring a bell with you? Here's what happened. My friend Denise, she's an Ironman athlete. She's a mom of 3. She saw how tired I was, and she shared Spark with me. And I couldn't believe it. Coffee was my boyfriend, you guys. And she really had to kind of hammer me to get me to drink that Spark. And I have to tell you, the thought bubble over my head was, I'm going to drink this thing, but I'll tell you what, as soon as I drink it and get my daughter to school, I'm going to go get my coffee. I couldn't imagine not drinking coffee. And coffee wasn't getting the job done. I would tell people all the time, I look like I'm here, but I'm not. I felt like my eyelids were propped open with toothpicks. But that one packet of Spark was the thing that changed everything for me. I found my brain again, and it got my attention. 24 days later, 8 pounds and 11 inches were gone. 3 dress sizes later, here I am sharing you. That was over 4 years ago. I got my life back, you guys. That's the main thing. I felt like I turned back the hands of time 20 years. I feel better now, I think, than I did even when I was in my 20s. I began to sleep like a rock again. I'm in a good mood again. I'm back to the starting line. I'm getting back into races and doing things that I love. I thought that I was just going to have to let all of that go because things just hurt and I didn't feel good. And then, the way that this whole thing has played out, I've been able to become a full-time work from home coach, helping other people. So I'm just really blessed, and I live in gratitude, and I'm very excited to share what I found that has helped me so much, and I can't wait to help you too. Let's talk about the real issues. So if any of what I've shared with you so far has rung any bells at all, if any of this is resonating with you, if you're sitting there nodding your head at all going, yes, that's me, here's the deal, guys. You are what's in your gut. I want you to think about what you're ingesting, and I want you to think about the chemical experiment that you're running in your belly. So 70% of the body you're running around in is scripted from your gut. So what are you ingesting? What are you putting into your face? Begin to think about that. There are so many things that I call edible food-like substances. They're not increasing your health and your wellness. They're actually taking you backwards. Like I tell people all the time, there's so many things that people ingest that you'd be better off eating a piece of paper because there's no nutritional value in a lot of things that people are ingesting. You're being sold the story that it's food, but it's really not. It's death and it's illness and it's disease. And I want to help you begin to get real with yourself and have a paradigm shift and opt out of the marketing blitz that's been pounded into our heads and our eyeballs for our lives. And I want you to begin to see the real story and begin to take control of this. And I know a lot of you right now, the voice in your head is talking to you and going, but I love the things that I'm putting in my mouth. They've done that on purpose. And so we're going to help you begin to re-script the story that you have about these things. Let's begin to own the truth about it. And you're going to begin to really love the things that you the foods and things that I'm going to help you learn how to begin to embrace. You're going to love the way that they taste. You're going to begin to love even more the way that they help you feel. And you're going to love even more the life that you begin to get to live when we help you opt out of the current American diet. So edible food-like substances, I want you to begin to think about that. Some of the things that you're putting in your face are taking your health backwards. They're really taking you backwards. They're not providing health and wellness at all. They're not giving your body anything that it needs. They're giving your body things that it has to work like a beast to try and overcome. I'm going to share a little bit more with the fat mice, skinny mice with you in just a little bit, but I want you to think about this. The story that's in your gut scripts, it drives you. You know, if you find yourself in the drive-through line and you're not wanting to be there and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish that I could stop X. I want you to know that the food manufacturers know what they're doing, and they've put together this combination of things, and it triggers your body more powerfully than heroin. And that's the stuff that's getting you into the drive-through line. It's not you. You know, I want you to take control of that negative voice in your head and know that it's not you. It's not a question of whether you have willpower or not. It's a question of what's in your GI tract. And the whole fat mice, skinny mice thing is this. They did a study and they took the intestinal matter from fat mice and they injected it into skinny mice, and the skinny mice got fat. And so think about that. We need to address what's going on in your belly. We're going to push a reset button there, and we're going to help you learn what to put into your body that's going to give you health and wellness and vitality and help you have a life. I want you to also, you know, raise your hand if you've ever had a single round of antibiotics. This is also a huge deal, you know. So we're talking about your GI tract. If you've had antibiotics ever, they've done studies about this too, and on average, you're going to weigh 12 pounds more minimum than somebody that's never had antibiotics, just the antibiotics alone, because it kills all the good stuff in your belly. And our bodies don't have everything that it needs to be able to replace everything that it kills. So if you don't intentionally reestablish that good flora in your gut, it's just not there. And your body's always running in a deficit. The next thing is grain-fed meats. Think about this. If they're feeding it grain, if they're shooting them full of antibiotics to fatten them up, you know, if you ingest it, why on earth do you think that anything's going to happen for you other than it's going to cause you to get fatter? You know, so we're going to help you begin to embrace that truth too. And, you know, just know that you're an adult, and you're always in control. This isn't about me trying to get you to do anything. This is about helping you learn about this so that you can be in control and make the best decisions for yourself. After you learn about this, you can't pretend that you don't know any longer, you know. So just know that if you're eating grain-fed, antibiotic enhanced meats, that you're going to have more fat on your body. It's just a fact. And then there's the 5 basic food groups of the American diet. I call them the 5 basic food groups: fat, sugar, salt, ground flour, you know, so ground wheat. And I'm stalling. Why can't I remember what the 5th one is? That's hilarious. Fat, sugar, salt, flour. I can't believe I'm like spacing out on that. But they've put this whole package together because they know how it's going to trigger your brain. They've studied it, and it's more powerful than heroin. It hits your brain stronger than that. And then you sit there and beat yourself up thinking that it has to do with you, and it's not about you at all. And so know that when we start getting this out of your GI tract and we start getting it out of your mouth, that your taste buds are going to change, that the new cells that your body's creating in every second are going to be created without this addiction, and it's going to help you walk away from these substances, and in a really short amount of time. That's the part that's really incredibly exciting. And so I'm also going to talk to you about my 5 priorities for your focus. And the 5 priorities may not be what you're thinking. When people find out what I'm really super passionate about, they always talk to me about their workout first. And I want to tell you that on my list of 5, the workout is number 5. So stick with me so that you can learn what the 5 priorities are. And is it important to exercise your body? Absolutely. But it's not all about the workout. And we're going to talk about 5, 3, 2, 1. So here we go. And I'm going to be racking my brain. I can't believe that I'm like locking up and I can't remember the 5 basic food groups of the American diet. That's hilarious because I talk about it all the time. Anyway, if I give myself a moment to think, it'll come to me. All right, here's a picture of the fat mice, skinny mice. And I had heard about this, but I had never seen the pictures. And I mean, that's a big old fat mouse, you know? And I want you to know that they've also studied there's a certain point, there's like a tipping point within a human being that once you reach a certain level of obesity, that it's like climbing a hill, and you're climbing a hill in a heavier body that has less muscle and less ability to get back up the hill. So the way that it changes you chemically to be carrying so much extra weight, it increases the battle that you're against. And so, you know, trying to do this on your own has probably proved to be incredibly frustrating and demeaning. And so I want you to get excited that there's a way to help you minimize the challenge and to maximize your success. So stick with me, it's going to get really good. All right, so I just wanted to show you a little bit. And if you're going to continue to have meats, you want to be looking for grass-fed. It's a tremendous difference versus grass-fed and grain-fed. And you know, the meat's going to be a lot leaner. It's not going to have the same kind of texture. And on that note, just know that in restaurants too, they'll inject your food with things. This is so gross, you guys. And there are books about this. They inject it with things so that the meat dissolves in your mouth faster. You know, it takes 15 to 20 minutes for your belly to send a message to your brain that you've gotten enough to eat. They inject those meats with things that cause them to dissolve in your mouth faster, so you'll eat them faster, so you'll order dessert. It drives me crazy. um, and on the note where it's as addictive as heroin, you know, all I did was just a random Google search. And I want you to know you can go and find, there's so many studies that are showing this. And, you know, all of the shows like Dr. Oz and the doctors, and there's so many different places where you can go and confirm what I'm sharing with you about this. But, you know, you look at a heroin addict, know that if you're consuming sodas, processed foods, ground white flour, wheat, anything with wheat in it, if you're consuming any of the typical American diet things, that you're hooked. You know, and probably me talking to you about not putting sugar into your mouth. That was my thing. I struggle with a sugar addiction. You probably are sitting there going, you want me to go a whole day without sweets, a whole day without sugar? How am I going to do that? Recognize that that's a sign of the addiction. If you can't imagine going a day without it, chances are you've become addicted to it. But what's really super cool is how quickly our bodies will respond and begin to recover from these addictions. You know, the sugar addiction, just no processed sugar for 30 hours. That's it, 30 hours. And your body, your GI tract begins to heal from that. And the sugar feeds all that horrible bacteria in your belly that's driving all of these addictions. And the moment that you take that sugar away, give it 30 hours, that beast down in your belly is not being fed, and it begins to die. And that's beautiful, you know. So, and then within 72 hours of not having these meats and things in there, the environment changes even further, and you're going to begin to feel so much better in that short of an amount of time. You're going to start to feel clear-headed and have better energy and more stamina, and you're going to start sleeping better, and you're going to be in a better mood. So how super cool is that? All right, so I told you my list of 5 priorities. And you know, recess is the workout, right? So number 1 on my list is to help you sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, if you're not getting into deep sleep, your body can't repair, it can't restore, it can't regenerate. You got to have great sleep. And if you're putting a bunch of sugars and flours and processed stuff into your belly at night, you're going to bed, and I picture this little guy in my stomach, and he's got so much to do to deal with all the mess that you just gave him that he can't get to all the things that are going to help your body repair and recover. So you're always running in deficit. And so I really encourage people to eat light for dinner, you know, like have protein and vegetables, and watch what happens with just that. You know, do that tonight. Just go to bed with a light protein, really easily digestible protein, and some vegetables. And you're going to wake up ready to have a great breakfast. You're going to sleep, and you're going to begin to get into that deep sleep. Without sleep, your body will not burn fat. It just won't. If you're dealing with a lot of stress, maybe get with me or with the person that invited you on to this presentation, and let's talk about how we can help you handle the stress that's on your plate. There's some things that we can do to help you minimize the stress, and maybe there's some things that we can do to help you once and for all get rid of whatever it is that's stressing you out. But stress releases some hormones that trigger your body to hold on to fat. So, we got to get some sleep so your body can burn it. We got to get rid of the stress of your body. Let's go of it. We need to make sure that your body's getting nutrition, that you're getting protein in 5 times a day, 3 meals, 2 snacks, 14 days of that, of getting protein in every 2.5 to 3 hours, and it triggers your metabolism that the crop didn't fail, and it's going to start going into your fat stores and burning that fat. It's amazing. In my boot camps, we called it Magic Day. So day 14 was Magic Day. People have been working out on a regular basis. They've been getting their protein in on a regular basis. We've been changing their the sources, like don't eat this, eat that instead. We've been switching some things out for them. And it was incredible. In that week, we would see it was like people were getting haircuts, you know what I mean? Because they just all of a sudden their faces looked leaner, and they were able to kick it into a whole nother gear. It's phenomenal. And then number 4 is supplementation. And so here's the deal. I saw something just recently where it talked about if you were to eat an apple 40 years ago, compared to the apple that you can eat today, you have to eat 7 apples today to get the same nutrition that was in an apple 40 years ago. And the reason for that is they're depleting our soils, and they're not putting back all of the nutrition into the soils that are needed. There are 17 things that need to be put back into the soils, and the only 3 things are going back in. So the nutrition's just not in our food. So no matter how hard you're trying, the fact is, and over 70% of people in America right now are using supplements. So most people are getting on the program that you can't complete your body's nutritional needs with just what's on your plate. We've got to complete your plate, and I needed to know how I could help people do that and not second guess what I'm asking them to add into their diet. I needed to know that what I was telling people to use for a supplement was safe, that it did the job, and that it was going to give them results. And then number 5 is recess. When did recess become the worst part of your day? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's gotten to the point where people, like what I was saying earlier, they should on themselves about their workout. They're like, I should do it. Well, I want you to get to a place where you feel really good. So let's look at that list right there. If you got a good night's sleep last night, if you've got your stress to where it's, you've got things under control, you can handle it. If your body's nutritional needs are met, you feel good. I want to help you get to that place where I love one of my guys. He had lost 58 pounds, and he called me up and he said, I got home tonight and I couldn't sit down. He said, that's what I would do. I'd get home and I'd be exhausted and I would sit on the couch. And he said, I realized when I got home that night that I didn't feel like doing that. And I looked at my wife and I go, what do I do? And she said, go for a walk. And that's the place I want to help you get to. And I want you to pay attention to that. He had lost 58 pounds without losing weight. So I want you to know I've helped people that have had surgeries where they were tied to a couch and unable to get up for a month, be able to lose weight, be able to begin to get their bodies to a healthier place. So it's not all about the workout. That's not the solution. Do you need to take care of your body? Yes. If you leave a car sitting in the garage for 5 years and you go turn the key, it's not going to turn out well. We need to go and take your body for a spin, but I want it to be something that you're excited to go do, something that you're inspired to go do, something that puts a smile on your face, something that you look forward to, not something where you're shooting on yourself and feeling badly because if you don't do it. So I want you to begin to think of it like recess again. All right. 5, 3, 2, 1. So I would love for you to set small daily goals. You know, we are the product of our daily decisions, of the decisions that we make in the moments of our day. So tonight, write down 5 things that when you get them done tomorrow, they'll lead you towards closer towards your goal. You know, so 5 things. And at the end of the day, look at that list and identify 3 things that you did great. When I was running my boot camps, people would come up, you know, they had to hand in their logbook every day. And it never failed that they would be walking up to me and looking at their feet, not wanting to hand me their book. And it was because there was, you know, like one moment, you know, I would tell them, for 23 hours and 55 minutes, you were knocking it out of the park, and all you want to focus on is, you know, birthday cake happened, something happened, and in 1 minute or in 5 minutes out of your day, you weren't perfect. And that's the thing that you want to focus on. I would love for you to begin to shut that negative voice off and feed the positive voice. Celebrate everything that you're doing great. Celebrate everything you're doing great. Find 3 things. You know, it was so interesting. Every time that I would have a situation like that, I would look at their book and I'd be like, look at that. You got 5 meals and you got protein and 5 times a day. You got a workout and you drank tons of water. You didn't go to the drive-through. You know, there are so many things that went great. Let's celebrate that. And let's have more of that. So 5 goals, 3 things you did great. Encourage 2 people around you. Find 2 people and encourage them. Speak life into them. You know, somebody was interviewing Jack Welch, the former CEO of General Electric, and they said, how often do people need to be encouraged? And he laughed and he said, all the time. You know, we live in such a negative environment, and with so much social media, it seems like the critic's voice gives so much space in our heads, and I don't have room for that. You know, so um, if we can encourage somebody else, we encourage ourselves when we do that, and it begins to create this current of positivity. And that's the current that I want to see woven through your life. That's the foundation for excellence. That's the foundation for you being able to live the greater version of you. And so, encouraging other people is a powerful practice for you. Um, and then, you know, you're human, so you're not going to do this perfectly. Find one thing you're going to do better tomorrow. Birthday cake happened today. Birthday cake does not happen tomorrow. You know, it's just not going to happen. For me, I'm always looking at and drinking more water. I just still struggle with getting enough water in. So, you know, focus on that. What's one thing that you can do better tomorrow? All right, where to begin? Um, what I'm going to share with you is all about Advocare, and I just want to be really super clear with you. It doesn't treat or cure. It's safe and it works. And here's what I feel. What happened for me after incorporating Advocare into my daily routine. Um, you know, like I shared with you, I used to suffer from migraines. I don't. I've had like 2 and 4.5 years now. 9 medications have left my medicine cabinet. I, you know, 3 dress sizes have gone down. I got my life back. My joints and everything don't hurt the way that they used to. Um, and do I think that if I went back to the way that I was feeding myself before, that all those things would find me again? I really do. But what Advocare did was help me push the reset button with my GI tract, complete my body's nutritional needs, and it helped me have a desire um, for for food substances that actually give my body health and wellness. So to me, that's what this is about. It helps you make that hard 90-degree turn off of the road that maybe you're on right now, and it helps you get onto a new road, and it helps you stay on that road. All right, so this is where it gets tricky. Cross your fingers. I'm hoping that I can make this work properly, but I'm gonna do like a little deal, and hopefully we're gonna be able to watch these videos. It's just that this system doesn't let you play them where they go. All right, here we go. So I have to do 2 things at once. Here we go.
This group provides diverse insight and expertise. Together, the extensive knowledge of this group, along with our in-house corporate team, are focused on connecting the latest science to product development and providing education to our distributors. I'm Rich Froning, full-time.
I'm not doing this very well right now. There's Dr. Dedrick. I'll tell you a little bit about him, and then hopefully I can get this thing to where they're lined up. Dr. Dedrick is the father of IV nutrition. Dr. Kenneth Goldberg is has a specialty in men's health and wellness. Dr. Carl Keene. I wish I had this correct, guys. I'm so sorry that I messed it up. Leanne Redmond, she focuses on women's health and helping how women's bodies lose weight. And he's just telling you that they don't work for Advocare, but they're huge contributors for Advocare. So hopefully we're going to get Rich Froning next.
Got CrossFit Games champion. Being a champion is, it's what I work for every day, and it's a lot of sacrifice, but it's part of it, and it's fun to be a champion. Usually my morning consists of Spark, Arginine Extreme, and then Mass Impact, and then I usually throw a scoop of Rehydrate, so it's quite a mix in the morning. And then at night I'll take the nighttime recovery, and then competition, the O2 Gold if it's going to be a longer event and a more cardiovascular taxing event, and then Muscle Fuel if it's going to be a shorter event. Especially with the O2 Gold and the Muscle Fuel in competition, it was almost unfair the way it felt. It just felt better. Everything felt easier. Recovery is huge in what we do. If you can't recover, you can't compete. At the games, you're doing 3 or 4 events a day. Recovery is key. It's cool to be a part of a company that stands for the same stuff I do, and get to be involved with athletes. So it's cool. Hey guys, we're here today to talk about the 24-day challenge, who it's for and how it works.
What is the 24-day challenge? It's a comprehensive supplementation and nutrition program. What's great about the challenge is you're not doing it alone. Your Advocare coach will be with you every step of the way to help guide you through the challenge. On top of that, you get this amazing daily guide that walks you through the whole challenge. There's even an app for the 24-day challenge, which is amazing. By entering your personal weight and measurements, you can customize your program.
Now let's take a look at what makes up the 24-day challenge. The challenge is broken up into 2 phases, days 1 through 10, which we call the cleanse phase, and days 11 through 24, which we call the max phase. We're going to go over the products that you'll use in each of these phases right now.
The cleanse phase, days 1 through 10, consists of 3 products: Herbal Cleanse, Omegaplex, and Advocare Spark. These products, combined with a healthy diet and exercise, help rid your body of toxins and prepare your body to better absorb nutrients.
The Advocare Herbal Cleanse System is made up of 3 components that work together to help rid your body of impurities and toxins with a unique blend of herbal ingredients. Nothing to be alarmed about. This is a very gentle cleanse. The Herbal Cleanse System also helps prepare your body for optimal nutrient absorption, which will be important in the second phase of the 24-day challenge.
Yeah, the second product you will use in the cleanse phase is OmegaPlex, which is a high-quality blend of essential omega-3 fatty acids for overall wellness. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential components of your heart, nerve, muscle, skin, bone, and your immune health.
Finally, the third product in the cleanse phase is Advocare Spark. Spark is a unique multi-nutrient supplement that was developed as a nutritional source of energy and enhanced mental focus. You're going to love that stuff.
After completing the cleanse phase, it's time to move into days 11 through 24, the max phase.
During the max phase, you can choose from 3 metabolic nutrition systems, which all provide sustained energy, appetite control, core nutrition, and overall wellness. All 3 formulations include Coreplex, our multivitamin, Omegaplex, Probiotic Restore Ultra, thermogenic components, and additional wellness supplements.
Now, also on day 11, you'll start to incorporate the meal replacement shake by using it to replace 1 meal each day. It's a great way to start your day. You can also choose to replace any meal throughout your day. They come in an assortment of flavors. You just mix it with water and you're good to go.
You're also going to get another box of Spark, and believe me, by this point, you're going to be so glad, because I'm telling you, Spark is going to become one of your very best friends.
There are some companion products that can be used along with the products that come with your 24-day challenge bundle.
First, we have Catalyst, which works by providing a blend of essential branched-chain amino acids and L-glutamine to fuel your body with the muscle-building components that it needs.
Next, we have Thermoplex, which contains key botanical extracts to help support efficient metabolism and suppress appetite.
There's also Carbees Plus. Carbees Plus is a great solution for anyone who has trouble resisting the occasional sweets and high carbohydrates.
And we can't talk about the 24-day challenge without mentioning Can-U 24. Can-U 24 is a 2-disc DVD set which includes 7 workouts that are 24 minutes long. What's really cool is that it's led by some of our top Advocare independent distributors.
We hope this video gives you a better understanding of the Advocare 24-day challenge. Now, you got to understand there's absolutely no guesswork here. When you combine quality supplementation with good nutrition and exercise, you're sure to see great results. So get back with the person who invited you to watch this video and get started today. Thousands of people all across the country have already gotten incredible results, and we can't wait to hear about your success.
Calling all champions.
From east to west,
North to south, coast to coast, this January,
Champions across America.
are joining together.
and teaming up for the first ever
Nationwide 24-day challenge.
Lock arms with other champions.
24 days of support.
24 days of teamwork. 24 days to a healthier, happier you.
Join us. Join us.
Join us. Don't miss out.
Pre-order your 24-day challenge today.
I'm all in. I'm all in. We're all in.
Are you?
Ah. All right. Hey, how are you guys doing? Well, that's kind of the whole deal. So that hopefully helps you understand maybe why you're in the situation that you're in and you're not running around in the best body that you want to be in. And, you know, with the 24-day challenge, I hope that you can understand that it's going to help you begin to reset your GI tract, and we're going to help you complete your body's nutritional needs. And we're going to give you some resources, some tools to help you get 5 meals in a day, especially if you're running around like crazy, to be able to have some prepackaged foods that you can just grab on the go and know beyond a shadow of a doubt that they're going to be good for you and help complete your nutritional needs and begin to ramp up your metabolism and help you start feeling like a rock star. That's really what this is all about. I think I got a couple more slides for you on the PowerPoint deal, but I wanted to take a quick second and just say hi, and let you know that The last video that I just shared with you was from last year, and we had 100,000 people that jumped on board with us last January. And the video that I showed are people that were here locally. Those are a lot of friends of mine, and the results that we all accomplished on the 24-day challenge, and continuing, days 25 and beyond together. So I just wanted you to see that those were some people that are right here next to me, and what we were all able to accomplish together. And we can't wait to help you jump in and enjoy the same kind of results. So I know I got a couple of more slides, and then I'm going to come back and give you a link so you can go and reserve your bundle and prepare to get started with us on January 11th. All right. So this is what they have in the package for you right now. You get free shipping on all pre-orders. You get a free blender bottle. You're going to get a free meal prep container and your wristband. And if you pre-order now, you're not going to get charged for it until they start processing the orders through. They won't start shipping things out until tomorrow. So between tomorrow and January 4th, that's when you'll have to be prepared for the charges to go through your account. And we've got amazing coaches and all kinds of things that we're doing on our team to help you get started really strong. So we've got support, coaching. We have a fantastic community. Our Facebook group is fantastic. Just great results, great support, amazing leadership on there, and such a positive vibe that it's really hard to be plugged into that and not succeed. Just like you saw in the video, you're going to get your workbook. There's a grocery list. When you got signed up for the webinar, you've got a link for that grocery list too. So hopefully that'll help you begin to start switching things out of your cupboards and out of your refrigerator. There's an online virtual coach. There's an app for your phone, the workout DVDs. There's a cookbook. We're going to recognize your success and celebrate with you. And then we have coaching calls all throughout the whole entire challenge where you get to hear from all kinds of people on our team that have gotten the job done. And what I love about that is we're all different. And so I don't want you just to hear my voice. I love that you get to hear from so many different people and hear so many different stories. And it's going to have the opportunity to resonate with every single person. And I'm going to leave you with this. If not this, then what? If you were able to get this done on your own, you would have gotten it done already, right? And so if not this, then what are you going to do? And if not now, then when? Why? It always drives me crazy when I hear people say that they're going to wait, that something's coming up. And it never makes sense to me. Why on earth are you going to wait one more day to feel better? Don't you want to start feeling better right now? Then let's help you start feeling better right now. Even before you get your supplements and we get you started on the program, we can begin to help you embrace new decisions, new changes, new choices that are going to help you start feeling better right now. How phenomenal is that? And so I want to ask you this. If you don't get started with us, where are you going to be in 24 days? Where are you going to be 90 days from now? Where are you going to be this time next year? We want to help you be excited about the answer to those questions. So I want you to know you can do this. You can do this. Go to advocare.com. Whoever invited you to check this out, go to advocare.com and look them up if they didn't give you their direct link. It's me. Go to advomelly.com. Reserve your 24-day challenge now. Download that grocery list. Begin to start switching some things out. Have some pre-cleanse days where you're practicing getting your meals in, doing your meal prep. Begin to practice so that when we push the go button on January 11th, you're set. You are ready, and you absolutely crush this. And in a short amount of time, you help your body begin to function the way it was designed to, and you reclaim your health and your wellness, and we help you add life to your years and years to your life. So decide to make this year your year once and for all. We're here for you. We want to bring you with us. We believe in you. And yes, absolutely, yes, you can. So thank you so much. Again, we can't wait to help you. and we're looking for coaches. So I'm so glad I put this on there to remind me. We're looking for coaches. So I want to ask you, if you have a heart for helping other people, we'd be happy to share with you what's possible for you to reach out and help other people. You know, a year into my journey with Advocare, I was able to begin to do this full time as a single mom. It's been amazing, you know, to have my daughter come up to me 3 months after I decided that, you know, I was going to do this full time. She told me how much she loved Advocare and that she loved it because I was happy now and because I was able to spend time with her. So just think about that. That's here. It's not for everybody, but if that's something that, you know, maybe something inside you is kind of perking up at that, just know that we would be happy to help you learn about it and help you make an informed decision and see if that's something that's right for you. So I want to thank you so much for making time to jump on here. Thank you for letting me not be perfect with webinars on air, because I'm not. And I'm going to push this little button over here. It should give you the link, I hope, if I did it right, where you can just click this link and it'll take you right to Advocare. You should be able to see that, I hope. And hey, I'm going to, I think, enable chat just in case there's anybody that has a question. You guys can type those in for me. You know, I'm just so grateful to have this opportunity to share this with you. And I'm excited about 2016. It's going to be phenomenal to help you start living really super healthy and loving your life and loving what you eat and loving the way that you feel and sleeping really good and, you know, just turning the clock back and feeling like $1,000,000 again. I can't wait to help you do that. So I turned the enabled chat. So if anybody has anything they want to ask or anything they want to say, feel free to type it in there. Otherwise, that's everything that I had for you guys tonight. I hope that I hit all the right buttons and you were able to see everything. Does anybody have anything? All right, awesome. Well, be well, and hopefully I'll see you soon.